Good morning. How are you feeling? So, we are all going to be feeling so differently as we move into day 3 and 4 because it depends on what you've eaten over the last few weeks, over the last few months, over the last few decades. Also, any medication that you've been on recently is going to have a bearing on how you're feeling in this week as you have given up all your processed food, you've given up your sugar, you've given up your dairy. Hopefully, you've limited your caffeine right down. So, you may be feeling a bit sluggish, a bit slow, a bit sniffly. Sometimes you might get headaches, especially if you've gone completely cold turkey with sugar and caffeine. It is like coming off something, an addictive substance, because your body will start to crave it for a few days. So you might feel that you've got a little bit of a dip at the moment, but my friends, you will come up the other side. It will take a few days, but you will get there. And then your energy levels will really start to soar. They really, really will. So let's just make sure that your daily habits are intact and in place. And probably every single time you watch me with a video, I'll be saying your daily habits, because long after this program is finished, I want you to make sure that you are doing these daily habits. They become your non-negotiables. So, as always, it's always your water the first thing in the morning. Now, you can put a little bit of a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. There is some research that suggests that this can really help balance the adrenals. So a little bit of a Him salt in the morning can be helpful. If you don't like the taste, and you actually shouldn't be having that much Himalayan salt that you can taste it, but a glass of water is always going to be beneficial first thing. So if you can get into the habit of that every single day, that's wonderful. Hopefully the night before you've already set up your workout gear. So you just tumble out of bed, pull on your workout gear, grab your phone and work out with me. One of the 10, 15, 20-minute workouts. Again, a HIIT workout, again, is great for burning calories, increasing your fitness levels, helping you lose your body fat, but also for the mental focus it gives you. When you've done that 10, 15-minute workout, you feel so much clearer. Any decisions that you've got to make, you're going to be able to make them with clarity just by doing that little workout. So exercise, of course, it's beneficial for your cardiovascular health, for your health markers, for weight loss, but your mental health is just, it's immeasurable how important it really is. So make sure that you do your workout. So again, whatever happens eating-wise, if you go off piste, if things go a little bit wrong, at least you've got these habits in place, and that's so important. In the last video, I talked about the importance of water and drinking a glass of water 10-15 minutes before you eat your meal. So again, you have that feeling of fullness. So being aware that we're not eating to the point of feeling completely full. You know, you're only eating to a point of sort of 60 or 70% full. You're giving your brain time to register how full you actually are, being much more mindful about your eating. That needs to be a non-negotiable. It really does. In this little video, we're talking about stress and being aware as you go through your day. What is stressing you out? What can you let go? What do you need to address? And as you've seen in many of my videos, I'm a massive advocate of writing everything down. Download your brain and write it down, because you forget. And actually, the process of putting pen to paper, good old school pen to paper, again, is very cathartic. It's very helpful. It really helps the brain, download and process information that you need to process. So as you go through the day, work out what is causing you stress, what causes you anxiety. Is it particular people? When you look on social media, are there people that cause you stress and anxiety? Maybe you need to hide them or block them or delete them. Are there people around you that cause you stress and anxiety? And it's not the big stresses that we all deal with. And we all deal with the bereavements and the relationship issues and family problems, big problems that we all deal with at different parts of our life. And that is life. And they become stressful and we get anxious, and they cause us to go one of two ways. You either don't eat, your appetite is gone, or you eat for comfort, usually one or the other. And we all deal with those from various points of our life, but it's the daily chip. It's the people that chip away at you, that, cause you to get a little bit frustrated, that wind you up. Not just the people, but situations, things that you're doing. And as you go through the day and as you go through this program, try and be aware of what those are. What are those triggers? And let's look at steps to remove those triggers from your life. We are only here once, as we know, and it is a very short time. So if there's things around you that are triggering you, stressing you, making you feel upset, start to make steps to remove them. Now, you don't have to completely remove them. It might be a significant other, it might be your children, things that you just can't remove. But the things around you that you can just, what, that is causing me stress now. I need to look at that. Is there a different way that I can do that? Do I have to do that anymore? Do I have to be involved with that person or that situation? Can you do a mental detachment from it? Recently, there was something in my life that was causing me massive amounts of stress, and I didn't really realize it until I did this little inventory. And then as soon as I disconnected and realized, that was causing me a lot of stress and upset and pain on a daily basis, I kind of detached from it mentally. And gosh, that just made so much difference. It opened up so much space, mental space, in my own life. I didn't have to tell anybody. I didn't have to discuss it with anybody. It was just a mental decision, that caused me to change direction on something. And that might be the same for you, something that you're holding on to, something that you're hanging on to, that you need to just do a mental detachment from it is going to make all the difference. And then you open up and move into other directions. It's such a fabulous feeling when you set yourself free like that. So lots of tips today is about bringing yourself down with stress. And it's not just about, as well, having the Epsom salts bath or the massage, because that's just like sticking a plaster over a wound. It's going a bit deeper than that. And as I've said, doing an inventory on what's causing you stress in your life, what do you need to remove, change, have a mental detachment from, and be aware of it, be aware that what is causing you stress. Because if that stress hormone, that cortisol, is just coursing through your veins all day, it's causing all kinds of things within the body. Inflammation, weight gain, it's causing to eat more or eat the wrong stuff. It's changing your appetite. It's clouding your judgment. So again, inventory is very key. If you want to, post in the group and let us know what have you detached from? What has this triggered you to detach? Hopefully something. I'm sure there's something with everybody watching. So what are we eating today? On day 3, we are going back to an intermittent fast today. So you are going to be eating 2 meals. From the time you ate last night, go a minimum 16 hours. Break your fast with a glass of water and a greens juice, homemade if you possibly can. Wait 10 minutes and then you've got 2 meals. Again, these are balanced meals. So we're not looking at portion control at the moment. We are only focusing on the quality of food. So, a good amount of carbohydrate, good fats, and good protein. Mix up your proteins, your meats and your fishes. No snacking. Eat nice and slowly, very mindfully. Keep sipping your water and just really enjoying this whole process. So if you are feeling a bit dodgy because you feel like you're going cold turkey a little bit, don't worry, you will feel better. You will feel better soon. Make sure you post in the group, talk to other